The only reason I have it is because Daniel bought it and then Daniel didn't like it, so now I'm using it.
Yeah, because like I bought it and was trying it for a while, but I don't know, it just didn't feel right or nice after a time. So I let her try it and she's enjoying it. So I'm like, cool, you can take it.
Happy birthday.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Before I forget, I'm going to finish voting on first 4 figures who have they've done a lot of pieces. I'm actually getting a piece for Daniel for a like Christmas present, but they have just reached 1,200 yes votes on their Monster Hunter pop, and now the owner of the company wants to know which monsters we want to see as PVC figurines, and I'm ticking all of the boxes because I want all of them.
The leaders are currently Rathlos, and she's probably going to butcher me for this, but Nergigante.
Nergigante. What?
Nergigante. I never say that right. I just never say it right. I don't know what it is.
What was it? Labbit said I just call him Nerg.
Nerd.
Well,
I just call him Angry Spike.
My thing is that he reminds me of Ogre from what is it? Then Revenge of the Nerds. Nerg.
Have you seen the life-size one they did for? I'm not sure which convention it was, but there was one, and then they had a life-size Nerg.
Was it the Gore Magala? Is that the one you're talking about? And they had, I know they had one for Nerg, but what was it? Way back in, I think it was when was 4G came out? Is that 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago?
Sounds right.
Universal Studios Japan had a Gore Magala like a full-size cutout. They had a backdrop and then half, like the front part of the body of the Gore Magala, and then the rest of its body was drawn on the backdrop. You could take a picture with it. It was pretty awesome. They also had like a full-size Xenogre and a Tigrex, if I'm not mistaken. I would love to see a Nerg, though. That'd be awesome.
Let me see if I can.
Do you know if Hayden's going to be joining us, or if he was playing a little late?
He might have been up late, but he's online, so he should be up.
Okay. I sent him a message, but I don't think he got me. He might not have gotten it yet. He might be tired too, so. Alright, well, if we're good to go, we'll just start here. We can do this with 4. Barbarian will not be joining us tonight, just an FYI.
That's okay.
Our Barbie had some things he needed to do, so.
Being a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
What happened to my editor here? There we go. Everything should be good now. Okay. Everything's good. Okay, let me just move characters around a little bit here and make sure that everything is all copacetic before we get started. So our Barb is gonna go away, and I'm gonna move our Druid over here just in case. You guys won't see it, but the Druid is there with you. Just so you know, what was it? Your cleric did a magic spell, and you all got plus 14 health. So if you were down health, you now have plus 14, and if that maxes you out, it maxes you out.
Yeah, pretty sure I changed mine. Last
So I know
time,
we all kind of got beat up that last little bit.
was gonna say, I think I'm one of the few that just barely took any.
Either way, everybody wanted some loving. Y'all got it.
We'll just make sure to tell the barb. I think the barb took some heavy damage.
Yeah.
I think it was Barb, and so the paladin didn't have to use any more of the touches, or is why I did it. Already starting with a yawn, son of a.
Get that kettle on.
Woo!
We have an electronic kettle. It's really awesome. Flip a switch and it like starts boiling in like 2 minutes.
All right, are we good to go?
Think so.
I believe so.
I will let what is it, the druid jump in when if and when the druid is ready.
Seems legit.
Okay, so let's get started then. So let's just do a little bit of a recap. In this room, you found another one of the rings. What is it? Dano's character remembers that the rings themselves, they might looks like the items that you would need to open the sealed door. So and it needed more rings than the door previously, according to his check. So, what would you guys like to do at this point?
Probably going to the next door.
Yeah, I guess see where that door leads, if anywhere.
Okay. Does anyone want to stealth open the door?
Don't have stuff.
I mean, I feel like we already know how this ends, so we may as well just go in.
Okay.
Don't want to like trip and fall on your face or anything.
No, I'm done breathing. I mean, what?
So, are you going to run a stealth check then?
Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt.
Well, you might as well. Even if this does fail, it'll just be the same as opening.
Well,
the
we
door,
can do one of two things. We can have someone. Okay.
I just rolled it, it's fine.
It's all good.
Decision's been made.
All right. So, you go to open the door, and it what is it? It triggers some of the things in the room.
Oh.
When the door opens up, this is what you see.
Honestly, when you said triggered, my mind literally went to a bunch of people just going.
That's exactly what they said. When you opened the door, you heard you heard them basically go "Ree!" just like that.
Were they acting like the door? What the hell?
Honestly, blame Stash's cousin.
All right.
He got me onto the reading thing.
Hey, as a matter of fact, what is it? An Ark? That's the name of Palp's character, isn't it?
Solid fingers?
No, Salad Fingers is the new dino we caught. Well, no, it's like this bird dino that's got these really really long fingernails. So we call it. I named it Salad Fingers.
The one that
Is it at least a
that
freaking
stuff.
a freaking herbivore?
Yeah, it's the one that's the herbivore.
Cool. If you called a freaking you called a lousy meat eater, salad fingers. Oh. I think I would buy a plane ticket just to go over to Japan and slap you.
All right, well, let's roll some initiative.
Anyway.
Although I was gonna try to avoid this. Oh hey, I don't have to change my number. But when that guy gets diarrhea, you know what you call him?
What's that?
Salad shooter. That's an older commercial, though I don't know if anybody else will get it.
I don't think I've seen it.
I think it's just in the U.S. It was one of
It's
those.
super old too.
We've both rolled a 6 at that guy. Do you want to go first, or shall I?
I don't give a crap.
No, you might as well go first and get into a better position.
True. You know, walking to the
put-
room.
Yeah, I'll put 6 points.
All right, and then we just need Sash and Palf and Buddy to roll their initiative.
Somebody else just.
Yikes.
Wow.
Well, Well, it looks like
how is it?
it looks like they go
What?
first.
We were caught unawares eating a sandwich this time.
Clearly.
Wait. I was gonna say. Valve has a +0 on his initiative?
He's a cleric initiative. Cleric initiatives suck.
Yeah, no, he's a pally. Pallies usually don't have high dex, but
Same thing.
turtle.
Oh, right, it's a dexterity.
Yep. All right, so we have a few guys going first, and then you guys.
I would have laughed if we still went first.
I'd have cried if we still went first.
Honestly, it'd be
Something's
like,
wrong.
wow, what did you all roll just like critical ones or something?
All right, and then it is going to be this guy. And he's going to attack the ranger.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure that misses. I think your AC is 17. Is that right, Sash?
That is correct.
All right, then that misses. So next up is going to be it's between Dan Zool and Alexander.
I'm gonna let Alexander go first, just because
Yep.
get in a better position or
Good.
whatever.
All right, Alexander,
Since I'm
you're
more
up.
rangy.
It is terrible. Do we block the door, or do we just stay how we are and let them file in one by one? I'm gonna wait for the next one to move forward, and when it gets square before me, I'm gonna club it.
All right, you're readying an action.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
That way,
Next,
if they wanna bottleneck themselves, let them.
all right, Dan Zool, you're up.
Yep, I'll Edict Blast the first one in the row. Oh,
Not a problem.
Sorry.
No problem, man.
I'll get these names right.
You do hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Which is, wait, what was it again? 1d10 plus, yep. Okay. 10 and
5, and that kills him.
kill.
Would you like to narrate how he died? How did he die?
Alright. Well, I fire off my Eldritch Blast, hit him probably. Where do I. We'll say I hit him in the right shin, and that causes him to crumble completely, falling apart in almost cartoonish-like fashion, with their head just dropping down to the rest of his bones.
And then kind of rolling.
As if with that look going like, what happened?
The head rolls off the pile of bones, and then it just opens up, going like in shock, and stares at you.
Yeah. Nice.
Sounds good. All right, next up is going to be Sayuki.
Okay. What do we got? Dead guy. I am thinking I might actually just take a step back this way.
Okay.
Because that will force whomever is in the doorway to come straight for like they have to move into the paladin square to start attacking people, and I can just be going.
Okay, sounds good. And you, so
May I ready in action?
yes. Did you want to mark anybody? Oh wait,
Since he's the next one out.
yeah. I'll say that
Oh.
I'll say that you had line of sight to that guy there.
Through the wall.
No. When you were in the square over here,
Oh.
I'll say you had line of sight to this guy here.
Oh, so I could shoot and then step backwards.
Yes, you could.
Oh, wow. That's a bit fancy. Okay, well.
Well, let's see if you hit. Let me check. You did. You did hit.
Oh. Okay, so. Hunter's mark.
Ooh. Saucy.
Very saucy.
And that's also a +1 on that. So, hold on just a second here. So I need to... You definitely do a significant amount of damage to the skeleton when you shoot him around the corner, but you do notice that it doesn't look like it would have done as much damage had you used your weapon, like your melee weapon.
What? Yeah, no, I had a feeling because the whole skeleton thing, but that's okay. I'm going for tactical here.
Sounds good. And then next up is going to be some baddies. Go ahead and make your swing,
Alright.
Alexander.
Yep.
That definitely hits. And that does... Hold on just a second. I'm mathing right now. Alright. He is definitely still alive, and he is going to attack the paladin, which was his target, from around the corner. And I don't think he hits the paladin. Is that right, Palf?
No.
20 AC.
20 AC?
Yep.
Alright. Okay, there we go. And then next it's going to be Buddy's turn. You're up, Palf.
Can I hit?
Yeah. Use your great sword.
Oh. Yeah. Great sword.
It's a D20 plus 5.
D20?
Plus 5.
Oh, okay.
You need to roll to hit. Let's get some music going in here. Anyone got any requests? You definitely hit. Your 2d6 plus 3. If anyone has any musical requests, go ahead and throw them in. Good. Okay. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll another d6. One more d6. We'll keep that number. And then we'll just add 3 on top of it. All right. Fantastic. Yep. That is... This guy is hurting. He is barely able to stand up. And then it is going to be The other guy's turn here. And he's going to come through here. Like this. And he's going to stand there. And he's going to throw a bone at the warlock. So you see him tear off a bone off the side of his body, and he takes and he chucks it at the warlock. And it hits you for 3 damage.
Yep. Throw a sharp edge. Keep your bones to yourself, you lousy zombie. Skeleton thing.
Majigger. And then this guy is stuck and cannot move. So he is going over this way. Okay. And now it is going to be Danzul, it's your turn. Or no, it's Alexander's turn. Sorry. Alexander, it's your turn.
You're right.
What do we got? That definitely hits. And that destroys him.
Yay.
He crumbles into nothing. Would you like to describe how it happened?
I hit him.
I hit him, he died. That's what happened.
I hit him very hard.
Come across the face with the hammer, spins his neck around. You hear it snap, spin a couple times, and then roll onto the floor, and then his body collapses. All right, so next up is going to be Danzul. So just so you know, I'm just going to move this guy back out this way. We're going to say your Eldritch Blast blew him back against the wall there, and then this guy is right here. He's the one within
He'll be
sight.
the next one. He'll
Yep.
be the next one I hit.
Go for it. And that is a miss. And next up after that, I think, is going to be Seiyuki.
What do we got? No, still scared. Do I have line of sight or not really?
I'm going to say no, but if you move one square down, you will.
I can work with that. We'll go to there.
Yep, no problem.
Am I able to mark the guy in the doorway as well?
Don't you already have a mark over here?
Oh, did he run the other way?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he came through the door. Never mind then. I thought he came through the door and fired.
Oh, nope.
He's running away then.
Nope, he's running away.
Alright, yeah.
Okay. Just so you know, that is a +5. Or no, it is a +7. Never mind, because I keep forgetting what is it. I'm mixing up 5e rules with 4e rules. If I say that to you again at some point, please correct me, because I'm not accurately doing this.
That's alright. I'm just going off I'm just clicking buttons on the character sheet, so should technically.
Not a problem. You do hit him.
Ooh, now this is the thing.
It's a 1d8 plus 3. If I'm not
I'm used to
mistaken.
hitting my mark targets, so I have all my macros are for my mark target.
Don't worry about it. We'll just take the number, the first number instead. Okay, and then that's okay. He actually is kind of feeling it. When you hit him, that actually you actually hit a point, and he's not looking so hot.
Wow.
All right, so next up after that is going to be this guy here, and he's going to come down, and he's going to try to attack the paladin. And he hits the paladin for 2 damage. Oh, just so you know, you're supposed to have 31 health. Because, what is it? We gained HP, so I'm going to change that for you. And then you need to take 2 damage. So you should be down to 29.
Excuse me.
Bless.
Okie dokie. Palf? Palf, you there? Alright, you took 2 damage.
Ow! Okay.
So we'll change this here to a 29, and that'll show you your health bar right there. And it is your turn, Palf.
Okay. Is there a thing in here?
Yep, there's a guy right in front of you.
Can I kill?
Yep, you can kill him. Yep.
Okay. Can I use my great sword?
Yep. You hit. That's 2d6 plus 3.
Is it just me or is Alpha in the wall?
It could be. Refresh your browser real quick. That could be. It could be the reason. I had that happen to me a while back too. Okay, you kill him. You destroy him. He gets destroyed into nothingness.
Wow.
That fixed it.
All right, and then after that, it is going to be their turn. Everyone went, right? Everyone did get a turn?
Sure.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so then this guy is going to run over here. He's going to bang on that door, just like that, and then he's going to come back this way.
Some skeletons.
And then next up is going to be Alexander.
Ooh.
No. And
That's a no.
and that is a no. All right, Danzul, you're up.
Alrighty. I'm just going for the guy in front again.
I forgot to give him a turn, but go ahead. Go ahead. That's my mistake, so you go ahead and take your shot. You miss. All right, and then let's have Sayuki go.
Okay. Oh. I think either my game's broken or the turtle's in the wall.
Refresh it. Mine did that too.
Yep.
Alright, I'll leave it there. It's not sticky.
I was going to tell you, with your split shot mount that you have on your bow now, you can actually shoot him with 2 arrows. And basically, what is it? You have to roll both shots. but it's 1d8 each. And the other one is 1d8 plus 3.
Okay, so if I... What happened to my... I thought I had the item in my page, but it's not. Interesting. So when I actually roll to do it, it's the d20 plus 7, is it, for both, or is it just
It's
d20 plus
d20.
7?
It would be d20 plus 7 for both. So if you just roll your regular attack where it shows the advantage, we can just take both of those rolls. Or if you want to roll 2 separate, you can roll 2 separate, but you need to tell me before you roll 2 separate.
Well, I might as well just click the button and use the 2 rolls that I get.
Okay, sounds good. They both hit.
Now,
Roll
okay,
and roll 2d8. All right, that is enough to kill him. He is dead. And now it is going to be Palp's turn.
Is there Betty in there?
Nope.
We still got that one over there.
Okay.
So you can move 5 squares. 2, 3.
Is that 4?
That's 4. You can move 1 more, and you can throw a javelin if you'd like.
Oh.
You do have javelins.
What's the dice number?
It's a d20 plus 5, and then it'll be a 1d6 plus 3 for damage. You go to throw your javelin, and instead of letting go, your fingers or claws or whatever keep held onto it, and it literally goes directly into the ground and shatters. You now have 3 javelins.
Shouldn't have ate that gum.
All right, so after that, it is going to be these guys' turn. And then it is going to be Alexander's turn.
How tall is this?
It's I'm just gonna call it rough terrain. So it'll
I can see
take
over it, right?
it'll take 10 feet instead of 5 feet. You can definitely see over it. It's a table.
And let's shoot at this guy who's coming in.
Okay, go for it. That that does not hit, unfortunately. Next is going to be Danzul.
Okay, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will just fire that guy there.
Go for it. Was it the skeleton?
Yeah, one's big.
That misses.
Ouch.
And then next up is going to be Seiyuki.
Okay. Got stuff coming. Okay, so I'm gonna go. That should be 4.
Yep.
And take a shot at my marked target.
Go for it.
Actually, can I take a shot? I'm going to use my split arrow and do the mark target and the guy behind him.
Yep.
If I'm able to.
Yep. Which arrow is going to be the first roll for your quarry, and then your second roll for the guy behind him?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it then. They both hit. So
Okay,
this
I'm gonna
guy
do the-
this guy gets a D8 plus 6, and then this guy here gets just a D8. Or a D8 plus 1d6, sorry. I didn't mean a D8 plus 6.
I was going to say.
Nope, sorry. It was a D8 plus D6, not a D8 plus 6.
Oh, my bad.
So-
in which case it's a 3 plus.
It's a 3 plus, and then roll a D6. Okay, yep. Sounds good. Hold on just a second here. I'm mathing again.
Nothing is hard.
Yes. And then this guy here. Okay. He definitely gets hit. You know you definitely hit with damage, but he kind of just shrugs it off. The arrow's sticking out of him, and he's still walking forward. All right, Palf.
Yeah.
Give him hell.
What?
Go get him.
Then.
Get who?
It's your turn.
Oh, okay. Can I stand here or no?
Can you stand where?
Right here. This area.
That is a table, so it's going to cost you 2 movement spaces. It would probably be best for you just to move forward and attack the skeleton.
Okay.
There you go.
Great. So
Go for it.
boom.
All right. Let's see. Oh my good God. So go ahead and roll your 4d6 plus 3. 4d6 plus 3, because you got a critical, you get to roll your damage die. You get to roll double your damage die. And roll 3d6 now. Okie dokie, so that is going to be enough to kill him.
I did something.
That didn't, I would be surprised.
Oh, the 3d6 was for him to re-roll the 2s. Because he has great sword proficiency. And it actually ended up doing less damage. Or great weapon proficiency. If he rolls a 1 or a 2, he could re-roll it. And then take the second number. And then, so next it is going to be these guys. And he's going to... This guy's going to come up here and make an attack. And he's going to hit for 1 damage.
My heart.
And this guy is going to come and attack you too. And he's going to hit for 4 damage.
Oh, dying.
So you took 5 damage total. So if you click on double click on your character here, and you go to the bar 1, the green bar, and you put in the number there, it'll show you your health bar. So we'll put in 24 like that. And if you look at the changes here, it sees you can see your health bar go down that way.
Can I do lay myself?
Pardon?
Can I do lay hands on myself?
You don't. I wouldn't. I'm just letting you know. I wouldn't suggest it yet because lay hands on does 15 HP, and I think you only have one left before you have to take an extended rest. So I would hold off on that, and I would say use one of your potions of healing instead, because I think you still have one left. But I would still wait before you take that as well, because the healer might actually be able to give you a buff to that. Okay. All right. So next, it's gonna start over again. So that means that Alexander, it's your turn.
I guess I'll shoot the one that actually 20, 30. We'll get around there.
What do we get here?
So, top 12 hit, but 6 damage.
Okay. So okay, yeah. Yep, you definitely hit. He takes damage and he dies. Boom, dead. You got one left. And next is going to be Danzul.
Wait, do we... Where's the life guy?
The last guy's right here.
Oh, there.
I'll move this skeleton out of the way so you can see him that way. We'll just put him in the wall here.
Will aim shot at that guy.
Sounds good. Go ahead. Go for it. That misses. Unfortunately. Next up is going to be Seiyuki.
Okay. What do we got?
Got this guy right here.
Ooh, am I able to shift my mark?
Yep. I will put your mark on him.
Okay, I'm gonna do a single shot.
Okay, sounds good.
No point.
You will you will do a single shot, but it won't hit.
I lose an arrow for that one, don't I?
Yep. You lose +1 arrow. And all right, so Palf, it's now your turn.
Yeah. Can I try to great sword him?
Go ahead, go for it. Okay. Go, and you definitely hit. Go for it. Did your guy move?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you had been standing on top of him, so you need to make sure you're right there. Go ahead and do your...
He's right here.
Oh, you need to refresh your browser. That's why I moved you back one. Go ahead and roll your damage. All right. He's still kicking.
He's alive?
He's still alive. And it is now his turn. So he's going to attack you. And miss. And now it's going to be Alexander's turn. Ooh. Yep. You do the, and that is enough damage to kill him. He is, that looks like enough damage to kill him, I should say.
Oh, this again.
And it is. He dies. Alright, so combat has now ended.
Mine.
Quick peek here while I'm here.
Mine? Okay.
Well,
That's all your line.
that's alright. Completely forgot there's a chest there. I was just curious what else is in this room.
I gotta remember which... I thought I saved this one here. It's not that one. That might be it. Alright, I think I found out which one it is. It is this one here. It's chest number 5.
Cool.
All right. What are we doing now?
I was checking the room.
Okay.
The next one right here still.
Sounds good. I will show you what's there.
Oh.
Nothing.
Nothing. Zilch. Zero. Nada.
So we're gonna kick in the doors and just kill the ones in the hallway.
Is that the plan, guys?
What are we doing? I mean, heading out that left door probably does sound like a good idea, to be honest.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
What was that again?
I mean, I'm fine with going out that way. That's what we want to do.
All right. Do you guys want to sneakily open the door?
Would someone else like an
Does
That
attempt?
Does
works
it ever
so
work?
well for us.
Does it ever work?
Well, is it who's all trained in stealth?
Not me.
Sash. Sash is the only person that has the decent enough dex.
Also been the only one opening doors too. We all know how that's going.
I would say that
Damn wrong.
I would say that Sash should be the person to open the door. Unfortunately,
No, I'm not damn rogue.
That I'm bad at this. Excuse me, Mr. Warlock person, can we swap places? Because I have swords and you don't.
unless you want to be on the front line.
I think he does.
Okay. Stealth check.
Okay, go for it.
Eh.
Well, your stealth check went about the same as the last time. All of a sudden, you open the door and you hear "Ree!" Roll initiative.
What is this? exactly the same from last round.
You went up one.
Just so you guys know, you mostly caught them by surprise. Pal, for waiting for you. Just so you know, Dan Zula, you will be going first. Unless Palf's roll is higher. You need to roll for initiative. Palf is going first. Go, Turtle Man, go.
Are we going this way?
Yep. No, you're going out the front door there.
Oh, okay.
You've got some badlings to take care of. All right. If I might make a suggestion, let me see if you have the movement for this. 1, 2. You don't. Never mind. Go for it. Use your greatsword. Remember, when you have more enemies around you, you get a bonus to damage. That is definitely a hit. Roll your damage. What did you get? Reroll the d6s. So just 2d6. That's one more. All right. So that does a hefty bit of damage to the guy, but he is not he's not dead yet.
What?
I'm not dead yet. I feel like I could go for a walk. Next up is going to be Dano.
Right. Yeah, I'll just simulate that guy with a Eldritch Blast.
Sounds good. Go for it. What did we get here? That definitely hits. How did you do? Hey, not bad. You appear to knock him dead.
I hate fighting undead things.
And he stands back up. I'm not gonna lie. He rolled a natural 20 on that. Definitely stands back up. I got to take that mark off there. And next up is going to be some baddies. So we have this guy here. Let me just make sure what everyone else's initiative is real quick. 13. So the next one's 7 and then 5. Okay. Can work with that. Guy's going to attack the paladin. He's going to miss. Now this guy's going to attack the paladin too.
Oh no! Oh wait! I will do my fidget spinner technique and you'll all die.
Your fidget spinner?
Yeah.
And he's going to miss too. Alright, so next up after that, I think it's going to be Alexander.
Mhm.
You hitting him? That definitely hits. And that appears to knock him dead. And does. He is dead.
Swansea.
Okay, sounds good. And then next it is going to be Seiyuki.
Hmm. Okay, can I'm gonna step forward one and move my mark to this fellow.
Not a problem. I will put your mark on him. Go for it. That definitely hits. Were you doing single shot or double? Yep, okay. So, it's... Alright. He is definitely feeling that one there. And next up is going to be baddies, which are going to attack the cleric. Palf, where are you going?
Eat it off into space.
I think you get hit with that one there. And then don't forget your special armor that you have, or that feat that you took. Alexander?
Whoops, sorry.
You took 3 damage, but don't forget the feat that you took.
Yeah, so. Damage.
Alright, so next. That one misses. And next up is going to be Palf.
Okay.
Now, tactically, and this is just going to be my suggestion, I would shift down 1 square. That way you're next to 3 baddies. That way you get an extra +4 to damage.
Can I just do this?
No, because you would take attacks of opportunity to do that. If you just move 1 square down like that, then you would be fine. So just move 1 square down like this. We'll say we're saying that's a tactical move. It uses your whole movement to move that 1 square. But you don't get hit when you do that.
Okay. I'll do that.
Yep. So go ahead. Which guy are you gonna hit?
Oh.
We'll keep it. Don't worry. Just tell me which guy you were gonna hit.
This one.
All right. So you do hit him with your +5 on that. So go ahead and roll your 2d6 plus 7. And then roll a d6 again. Well, this guy here appears to go down. And does. He is dead. Alright, so next up is going to be, after Palf, is going to be Danzul.
I will take a shot at that one though.
Which one was it again, sorry? Okay, sounds good. Awesome, you hit. For 9 damage. Good job. Next up is going to be... it's going to be this guy here, and he's going to attack the paladin. Actually, both of these guys here are going to attack the paladin, because they both go next. That's 1. It's 2. Oh, we both rolled the same to AC. So they missed the paladin. Alright, so next up is going to be... is it Alexander and then Sayuki, or is it Sayuki and then Alexander?
Don't
I am a 5, so
I think it's Alexander first. I think you're a 7.
Okay, so I'll hit this guy first.
Yep, Alexander's a 7. Alright, well that definitely hits. And you were hitting this guy down here?
Yeah.
He is dead. Dead.
Attack of opportunity.
Okay.
As he sticks his arm out to hit me, I'll high-five him. That's what he wanted, right? High-five.
High 5. Oh yeah, I got a hit. There, got one more here as well. That one does hit, and I think you take 1 damage from it.
Which one's hitting me?
This
You
one.
only would've gotten one.
No.
So I went from here,
Yep.
1, 2, so this guy gets an attack of opportunity,
Yep.
and then moving here into his threatened square, but not moving through it. So he wouldn't get one.
Oh, okay. Yep, okay, I see what you're saying. Yep, you're right. So next up is going to be Sayuki.
alright, what are we looking at? Well, my guy's dead.
Pick a new guy.
You got if
You should
actually
hit
if I
this.
go here, because that guy's dead, right?
Yep, I think you're in Palth
gives,
Square.
Is he already standing there? He wasn't on my screen.
Oh, I think he's in there on my screen.
Okay, in that case, never mind. Back here, never mind. Oh well, I may as well just take a shot if I can. This guy.
Okay, go for it. Which guy is it now? And which one did you mark? That guy? Okay, sounds good. I'll put your mark on him as well. And that is a miss.
Oh wow. I'm
Oh.
just gonna jump up for 2 seconds.
Okay, no problem. Next up is going to be... They went, so it is going to be Palf. Which guy you hitting, Palf?
Is this one more damage?
Is which one? This one here?
Yeah.
He has not been damaged yet.
I'll hit this one.
Okay, go for it.
Well, just so you know, pal, if I move there, so you get advantage on him, you get 2 rolls. On this one, that's why I'm across from you now.
Yeah, you get what's called an advantage, which means that when you do your damage roll, you get to roll twice, and you get to take the highest roll. So roll d20 plus 5 twice. Okay, roll one more. d20 plus 5. That second one does hit. So go ahead and do your damage, which will be your 2d6 plus 5 because you have another one adjacent to you. And then roll a d6 one more time because you rolled a 1 there, and we're going to try to replace that 1 with a different number. So roll 1d6. There you go. You knock him dead. And now it is going to be Dan Zool's turn.
Okay, I will go for that guy again. Rinse and repeat.
Go for it.
Oy. I think that hits.
That hits? Yeah, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage for that. That'd be the 2d10 plus 3.
Yeah.
That actually kind of gets him on the ropes there. And he is down. Combat has ended. So what is your guys' plan now?
Let's go this hallway. Let me clear out this.
Yeah, but that also leads to the magic circle room, so we might want to come here last.
Or are we gonna pick this corner?
Hopefully.
Can you guys hear the rhythm bot?
Up.
No.
No?
No, I
Not
can't
really.
do anything out
Not
of it.
at all.
Okay, let's try this one more time. Oh. Palf, can you try and play something real quick? Okay, you're looking around that corner there. And this is what you see.
Do you hear anything?
I can't hear anything. Can anyone else hear any music in the background?
Nope, can't hear anything out of it.
Okay, let's reconnect it real quick and see if we can. That's really strange.
Crash, maybe?
Maybe I need to put him That's really strange. We'll have to see if we can fix that. All right, is Sash back yet?
I think just grabbing a drink right now.
No problem. Had a little bit of what is it? I haven't had a chance to go to Aikido in like the last almost 2.5 months, and I have what is it? Just went back, and man, am I sore. Oh, good God, am I sore.
Reminds me of a mate of mine as work. He was, I saw him kind of like semi-limping around,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, well, what's wrong with you? And he just goes to me, I had a leg day yesterday. And I'm just like, ah. So he worked on the legs at his gym, and he's just like, they're limping in pain.
Oh, God. No, I'm definitely in pain. I'm definitely feeling it. And I know I'm going to feel it tomorrow.
Hello.
Hey. Just let me know if what is it, if Dano, is Sash at your place?
No, we're at hers.
You're at hers? Okay. Yep. When she gets back, just let us know real quick.
You not hear her? She did speak.
That's because I muted my microphone and I'm a dumbass.
Oh, no, it's all good. Also, is Puppers going to be joining us?
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, Puppers is a good boy. Puppers will sit there for you.
Yes, he is a very heckin' good boy.
Meow.
Okay. What would you guys like to do?
I am not the team lead.
You're the
You're
tank.
fourth and Ash.
Well, let's see who has the highest charisma.
What are we doing?
Either they could be the team lead or make everyone believe they're the team lead.
Assume my charisma is really best. No, definitely not me.
What's up?
I was like, what's my charisma? No, definitely not me.
Mine is a 0.
Mine's like 8.
Mine's
I think yours is a 14, Palf.
what?
Does that mean I'm in charge? That is.
No, I never said you were in charge. I said you could make other people believe you're in charge. Never said you were in charge. Especially if you have persuasion. If you have persuasion,
So-
you can make people believe you're in charge.
You doing the thing?
You guys doing the thing?
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, let's have... hold on a second.
Well, hang on.
I think he's going in, guys.
Let's have... I'll let Sash help everybody with a stealth assist.
Okay.
Depending on how high the stealth roll is, will determine how we start combat.
Yeah, again, the same. Why we keep doing this?
All right. Roll initiative.
Ay, ay, ay. Like, where's the rogue?
Where's the rogue?
Yeah.
Don't have a room.
That is a clear initiative.
Hey, sometimes it's best to go last,
Yeah.
especially if you're the healer. And there's a a bard hell bent on what is it?
You have a lot of
Suicide.
salt beat out of him. Or a GM that's bent on beating the ever-living snot out of him.
Well, I'm not gonna say. The thing is that like, I didn't go in there with the intent of beating the ever-living snot out of him. I have to play the characters that want to beat the ever-living snot out of them. All right.
Me is I utterly believe you.
All right, we have a few guys going first, and then it's going to be Palf. And then, oh, Palf is, the highest we have is a 14?
No, 17.
Or 17. Okay, Palf, you're next.
Okay. May I throw javelin?
Okay, which guy you hitting? Okay, right now the only two you can hit are these guys here. Okay, go ahead, throw your javelin at this guy here. You hit. It's a D6 plus 3. Oof. He is still alive. And then next up we have... Next up is going to be Seiyuki.
Hmm. Okay, so if I go... That's 5 moves,
Mm-hmm.
and that gives me a line of sight if I could get
Yep.
this guy marked.
No problem. I'll put a mark on him.
And I'm going to take a shot at him and this guy as well, do a double shot.
Okay, sounds good. Go for it. They both hit.
Okay. So that's two
This
separate D8s.
Yep, it would be, this guy here would be a D8 plus 6, and this guy would just be a D8.
Okay, I'm gonna just use my macro for the marked target, and we can take off part
Yep.
of the equation because it won't have the +3.
No problem. Will do.
Because that'll be that'd be
7.
that'd be a 6.
So that would be a 14 because you're using a +1 arrow as well. And that will kill him.
Nice. Okay, and then the other one is the D8.
Yep. He is looking worse for wear.
Ooh.
Looking worse for wear. Not that he's dead, just looking worse for wear for right now. All right, who was next after that? Next in initiative would be Dan Zool. You are next.
go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
And I'll hit the guy in the middle with the blast.
Okay. Go for it. You definitely hit. Oof. He is dead. Don't forget your temporary hit points.
Oh, right. I forgot I have a 4 plus 5. How much is it again?
I think it's
3
charisma. Charisma plus your level.
Here we are. Starting with 1. In temporary hit points, your charisma modifier. Yeah, plus minus level.
Yep. So it should be
So that-
6.
6, yes.
And the next up after that is going to be this guy here. And that's his turn. Alexander, you're up. Oof. Go ahead, re-roll your damage. Your D6s. I'll let you or your D8s. I'll let you roll your 2D8s or re-roll your 2D8s if you want. Or do you want to keep that other the 5?
What is a crit in this game? I'm sorry.
What is a crit? It's double your damage die, but not your damage modifier.
Okay, so it would be 11 plus 3 is 14.
11 plus it would be 14.
So 14 damage to him.
Okay, sounds good. And I have to add a special modifier for this. He is not looking healthy, but he is still alive.
Scary.
Yeah, I was gonna say just with 14 damage to the Hastings is still standing.
Yep.
He must have been that dude that drank a ton of full cream milk, so his bones are like extra strong when he
Palf, you're up. Okay. Move in there, man.
Ah. Must be. Boom.
Well, you definitely hit.
1, 2d6.
2d6 plus 3. For 12, and this guy has been reduced to mulch.
Ain't enough milk.
Maybe drank your milk, but not enough. Alright, and I think you still have 2 squares of movement left if you want to use them.
Me?
Yep.
Come on.
Alright. Sounds good. Next up is going to be a couple of these guys here. This guy and this guy are going next. They're attacking the paladin. They both miss. And then after that, it is going to be Seiyuki's turn.
Okay.
Then there'll be one more baddie, and then it's going to be the Danzul's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna move my pop over there.
Okay.
And if I could mark this guy,
No problem.
and I'm going to split my shots between him and this guy here.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's roll and see what you got. All right. The first shot, what is it, against him misses, but this shot hits.
Okay, so that's just the 1d8.
Yes, the 1d8. Ooh.
Hey!
Hey. This guy looks like he's about to fall to the ground. And he does. He is
Yay.
dead. All right, next up is going to be... Oh, hold on a second, hold on a second. You do hit the other guy, too. I forgot that you have the +1 arrows, which gives you a +1 to your hit bonus, as well as damage.
Oh,
So you do hit.
okay. Well, I'm gonna do my macro again.
Okay, no problem.
Just take the, we'll just take the 3 off and make it a 1.
Take 3 off, make it a 1. Okay, well.
Am I losing an arrow for that, though?
Not for damage, only for hitting.
Okay.
So if you on your D20, if you were to get that, then yes. Not on your damage. All right. Would you like to say how you killed it?
So I've got. Oh well, at this point, I've probably already got my little split thingy. I'm kind of ushering my dog to come to the edge of the corner and waiting. And I line up my shot. And the 2 arrows that I shoot, one of them kind of whistles past the left shoulder of the cleric to hit the marked target. And the other one kind of angles itself to look like it's going to hit the paladin, but then it shoots off to the left very quick and hits the other guy square between the eyes. And he falls dead.
Was it my turn?
You already went. You killed the what is it, the skeleton here.
Oh, still say
After my turn, I might be a few minutes to catch it, scratch, so I'm gonna have to clean this.
Okay. What
So my turn.
what happened?
The cat clawed my hand really good. And it's bleeding. So.
All right. Why don't you go grab something? Why don't you go ahead and just go grab something?
I'll be back.
Okay. This guy is moving in, and I'm going to move this dead guy out of the way. He's going to move in to attack the paladin. Paladin takes 2 damage. Did you hear that, Palf? Palf? Did you hear that?
Hear what?
You took 2 damage.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Not yet. It is going to be Alexander's turn, but he's got something he needs to do. I have an idea of what he's going to do. So, I think I'm just going to move him into place. Do you think we should wait for him, guys? Or do you want me to move him ahead?
I don't mind waiting, considering considering circumstances.
Right. Okay, no problem.
Sorry about that.
No problem. Go ahead and go. It's your turn.
Let's see. Five, 10, 15. Take your attack of opportunity.
Okay. and he rolls 2d4. And he he did 2 damage to you.
So he did no damage to me.
Yes. He did 2. he literally rolled snake eyes.
It looked like it was gonna hurt. No.
Yeah, it looked like it was gonna hurt him too.
No, it didn't. I hit him first. He hit me.
All right. Next up is
I'm gonna step right back.
Yep, Palf, you're up.
Okay.
You got an advantage against the guy in front of you, which means you get to roll twice.
What?
Okay, so the guy here, because you got you and Alexander in between him like that, that means that you get to roll your d20 plus 5 twice, and then you get to take the higher roll.
Okay.
Okay, roll another d20 plus 5. You do hit with the second one. So go ahead and roll your damage. 2d6 plus 3. Or 2d6 plus 5, actually. And then roll a d6 one more time. All right. So we have got 16 damage. You kill it. It's dead. You want to describe how you killed it? You killed the zombie kobold in front of you.
I poked.
You just poked it with your sword. You go to poke it in the neck, and your greatsword literally goes straight through its neck. And as you pull your greatsword back, its head is sitting on top of your greatsword.
And then when that all happens, I just say,
Oops. All right, next up is going to be, I think it's the baddie, and then it's going to be Dan Zool. Yes. Got one baddie. It's going to attack the paladin. I think he's going to miss. He does miss. And then it is going to be Dan Zool's turn. And I think we have the one guy here that's left.
Well, that one then.
Unfortunately, that does miss. All right, and then next it is going to be Sayuki's turn. Don't forget, have you been recharging that, what is it, the chains, that spell, that extra spell that I gave you that you can use one time during a fight and then recharge? The one that does the...
Yeah, it's recharged, but I just haven't been using it.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking about me, and I was like, chains? What chains? What?
Yeah, he's got a special ability that allows him to do a special spell
Ah,
as a cantrip, but he can only use it once per fight.
I see. Okay, well, I've got my mark. That's the only one left is the mark, right?
Yep.
Alright. Oh. Cries in Spanish.
Yep. Cries in Spanish, glares in Japanese. All right, next up is going to be Alexander. That guy? You there?
Hmm?
Is that guy still here? Hello? Get his mic muted, maybe?
Not according to Discord.
Might still be fixing up his finger. That guy, you still there? You there, man? I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me message him real quick. Hold on just a second. I'm gonna give him a phone call real quick. Alright, phone, do your stuff. Galaxy 9, I choose you.
Galaxy 9 uses phone call. Phone call failed. Not very effective.
No. Oh, you're back. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I was just sending you. I was just calling you real quick to see if you were. Everything was okay.
Yeah, I'm good. It's just, pain. All that. But good.
What's up? All right.
It's just pain in the ass, but we're good.
Awesome. You definitely do. You do hit. You hit hard. It is still alive. It's hanging on by a thread. Quite literally, there's quite literally just a tendon holding its neck on. Its head's actually kind of flopped off to the side, but there's still a tendon holding it there.
It's like one of those little dolls, basically, where you pull the string underneath, it goes limp, and then it goes bad.
Yep, pretty much.
Scary.
All right, so next it is going to be Palf. You're up.
Did we kill everything here?
Not yet. He's still alive.
Oh, this one, right?
Yep.
May I cut him?
Yeah, go for it. You do hit.
2d6 plus 3?
Yep, 2d6 plus 3. Fantastic. All right. Well, we're going to see if that tendon actually got cut. The tendon did get cut, and his head falls off. He is down. All right, combat has ended. What would you guys like to do at this point?
There's some doors. You'll probably start combat again, but anyway.
Probably, but you know.
Thoughts, King?
Sure. Oh, you want to go top, bottom?
I feel like we could be pretty secure either way as long as we don't do both at the same time.
Yeah.
Point. Whichever one you go to, I'll go to the other one. No, you're right. That's a terrible idea.
What are we splitting the party? Is that what's going on here?
Hell no.
What did we roll?
Perception check on the door.
Which door right there? You can definitely hear zombies inside that room. You know that there isn't more than 6, but you know there's more than 2.
Okay, that's bizarrely specific, but hey.
That's awfully specific.
With the moans and groans you can hear inside there, you can distinguish enough to know that there's more than 2, but less than 6.
You've seen Shaun of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
The part when they're leaving the pub and they're singing along the zombies just with them. Anyways, who wants to kick in the door? Or open it stealth-ish fully? Talking to you, Sash.
Do you really want me to roll stealth again? I mean...
Well, I could roll stealth, but I'd probably have like a negative 10 modifier. You really want me to roll stealth?
I mean, you'd probably roll a natural 20 and we'd be fine.
I guess there's one way to find out, isn't there?
No, Sash, you have to roll it.
That's fine.
Oh!
Not actually trying.
There's a 20 in there.
There's a 20. And an 18.
We can roll stealth higher than me. Why are you not making me do it? We're not even trained. Step behind Jack's modifier.
All right. Well, the cleric, with the guidance of the rogue, or of not the rogue, the ranger. She's like, I've not been doing this really well, but here's how you want to do it. Okay? She says, go ahead and I'm gonna go die in a corner. Okay? She's like, this is how you open the door, and he's like, oh, okay, I'm in plate, but I don't know how well this is gonna work. And then he just kind of opens the door really lightly, and she's like, yeah, that's how you do it. And she's oh. Useless deck ranger. It's useless. That's great. All right, well, you guys get 1 movement. So everyone gets 1 movement. You do not get an attack. Mine. Okay. Okay, go move to where you want to move to. Palf, you have to move 5 squares from your location. and I don't think you'd be able to move onto the table.
Oh. That, okay. So one more.
You have. You could do and you could get to this square right here. Oh, hold on a second. I need to. You could get to this square right there.
This one?
Yeah. Yep, you could get to that one right there. You could move your character right to this square if you'd like. Is that where you want to move?
Yeah.
All right. All right. And Danzul, you're where you want to be? Okay. Sayuki, you're where you want to be?
Yep.
All right. Sounds good. Let's roll initiative. Jeez. Man, Cleric is on fire. Almost, probably quite literally.
What scares me though is when the fire goes out.
All right. I think, Cleric, you go first.
Just for 9 damage.
Awesome. Hold on just a second. I'm putting in their initiative real quick here. And this guy does 9. Fantastic. Palf, you are at 10. Okay, good. We will get this underway. Okay, this guy goes to attack you here. That misses. And then this guy comes down to attack Palf. See if he hits. He does not hit. Alright, so next person is going to be Sayuki.
Okay.
I'm gonna get off after my turn.
After your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. I could have this target,
Okay, go for it.
and I'm going to just split shot between him and this one.
Okay. Okay, they both hit.
That was the 2 separate D8s, and one has a plus.
It's a D8 and a D6, and then the other one has just a D8. Okay, there's the D8, D6, and one more D8. Okay.
Hi.
Okay.
Okay.
And next up is going to be Palf, and then it's going to be Danzul.
Okay.
Can I hit this
Yep.
one?
You get a roll twice, and then if you do hit, then your damage, you'd have to roll 2 once not to hit him, I'm pretty sure. Go ahead and roll your damage, or roll to hit. And roll one more time in case you do a critical damage.
D20?
Yep, D20 plus 5. You have advantage on this guy here because he's in between you and Alexander. So go ahead and roll your 2d6 plus 5 because this guy is standing next to you. And you get your bonus. Alright, 10 damage. And he looks like he's hurt pretty bad. He's falling over backwards, and he falls over backwards and dies.
Oh, well. Well, I'm gonna get off.
Alright, take care, man.
You too?
Bye-bye. Alright, so next up after that is going to be Dan Zool.
Right. I'll go for that one there.
Which one?
The one there that's been marked.
Okay, go for it. That does hit.
Sorry.
Bless you. Damn.
12. Alright, he looks like he's on the ropes as well. And he falls dead.
Nope.
Alright, I forgot to tell you, Dano, at the beginning of this. Roll an inspection check. If I'm not mistaken, you are trained in inspection.
Investigation.
Or investigation, sorry. Not inspection, it's investigation.
Okay.
Something is very strange about this room here. What you notice is that these corpses are fresh. Like, very fresh. Like, they've only been undead for a couple of weeks fresh. Alright, so Dan Zool's turn has ended. And we start from the top, which means Alexander goes first. Or, hold on one second, I have to roll something real quick. Sayuki, roll a perception check.
Okay.
As you finish taking your shot and whatnot at those two monsters, for some reason your animal companion comes up and he's like biting at your ankle, and he is what is it? He's signaling that he's scared for some reason, and you see him kind of shudder a bit, and then in the distance you can hear a moan, a couple moans, I should say.
Oh, do I know which direction or?
Behind you.
Oh, is in other room behind me?
Behind you.
I mean, Pupper is behind me.
There's stuff from behind Puppers as well.
Is it like a zombie moan, or are we talking like a someone's in pain moan?
It definitely sounds like a zombie moan.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so it is. Hold on just a second. All right. And look behind you.
Yay.
Oh, even.
The door opens up behind you, and you can see this.
Oh no.
It is now... I think it's one of the zombies' turns. Yep, it is going to be zombies' turns, and then it'll be Seiyuki's turn after that. And these... Alexander, did you do your turn? Yeah, you did. You did your damage.
You basically told me to wait until you finish your little thing.
Oh, yep. Okay, so go ahead. Go ahead. Your turn. Against who? This guy here? Yep. You definitely clobber the hell out of him. He definitely feels that one. There's an indent in his forehead where your hammer hit him.
Cool.
Quite literally, it has the holy symbol of the cheesy snoods embedded in his skull.
That's just the way to go. So the question is... Yeah, screw it.
Alright, and then this guy is going over here, is going
I'm gonna
to...
take attack opportunity real fast.
Yep, no problem. That's going to be that guy there. And he definitely doesn't hit. So
There's only 2 left alive in this room, right?
there's only 2... Yes.
2 zombies. Okay, so yeah, this room's safer than up there then. Alright.
Yep. And then
I'm
next...
just gonna tell them to go into the room.
Sounds good. Next up is going to be Seiyuki.
My turn, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna get my pupper to move to... I think he has a movement speed of 5 squares.
6.
6, okay. 3, 4... Okay, so if I move him here, that's 6.
Yep.
Does he get the pack advantage being within range of the
Yes, he
power
does.
Okay. I need to pull the wolf stuff up again, sorry.
Yep. It's 2d4 plus 2, if I'm not mistaken. And then if he does hit, the zombie has to make a strength saving throw, and if he misses it, he's knocked prone.
Okay, so I just do a 20 plus 4.
Yep. D20 plus 4. Puppers hits. Go ahead and roll your damage, and I will make him roll a d20. And he is knocked prone.
Yay! Good to go.
Okay, and that puts him at that. And I'm going to just put a mark on him to say that he's been knocked prone. I'll give him this. That's for sleep. Slow. That's not that. No, no, no. All right. I'll just put this little timer thing on him, and that just means he's knocked prone. And next up is going to be... I think it's Palf and then Danzul. Yep, it is Palf. Palf is going to take a swing at the guy knocked prone, and he's going to get an advantage roll on that. And I'm going to just pull up his character real quick here. And he does hit. And he does 2d6 plus 3, which is 9. The guy is still kicking. And then it's Dan Zool's turn.
Okay. Well,
Just so you know, because he's prone and you are a magic ranged user, you have disadvantage on him right now.
I'm going. I'm gonna hit the big boy fellow there
Okay.
with my lock chain pendant thing.
All right. Go for it.
Yes. There it is.
You do hit. I think it's more than your con mod. I think it's supposed to be your spell casting ability. So that should be a plus 5. Should be 13 plus 5. Or is it versus his con, or is it using your con?
Because what I've got written here, which I'm pretty sure I just copied and pasted, was 2d6 plus Constitution modifier, cold damage.
Yeah, so when you're rolling to hit, not for damage, you need to, what is it? Roll your d20 plus 5, if I'm not mistaken, to see if you hit. It's not a problem, don't worry. So, so instead of getting a 15, you should have gotten an 18. And you add the plus 2, if I'm not mistaken, to your damage?
Instead of roll 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah, that's the 2d6 plus Constitution modifier is for damage, not for hitting the target.
Yeah, well, I've obviously set the shortcut up in the spell thing wrong then, because that's all I've been doing for the last one is clicking on that, get the roll for the hit, and rolling the damage afterwards. But you set it all up, so.
I think we're just having a little bit of miscommunication. So you should have an 18 against him, which does hit. So it should be a d20 plus 5 to hit, and then now you do your 2d6 plus 2 on him. Awesome. He is still alive. Next up is going to be other baddies down here. So this guy is going to move up because Danzul, you had a 7, right? Did you want to move?
Nah, I'll stay around.
Okay, sounds good. And then the kobold here is going to attack the cleric. Okay, pretty sure that misses. The other one's going to attack the cleric as well. That one's going to hit. I'm just going to roll the 2d4. And for 4 damage is how much damage they rolled for that one there. And then we have this guy. All right, next up is going to be Alexander. Go for it. You definitely hit.
Oh, that big guy. Sorry to cut you off, Alexander. Actually takes more damage because he moved.
Yep.
So I got to roll another 2d6.
Is it?
If the target moves before the end of your next turn, it takes 2d6 extra cold damage.
Yep. So go ahead and roll your 3d6 with that. Is it 2 or 3?
It says 2 on what I've got written down.
Okay. Let me make sure that I didn't. Yep, you are correct.
Okay, cool. Like, I'm fairly sure I just copied the text of what was there when we found it.
Not a problem. Zombies aren't necessarily the smartest creatures as they are anyway, so.
No, they are not.
All right, so you went there, so now it is going to be this guy's turn, and he is going to come down to attack the warlock.
So is the boy actually still alive after that?
Yep. This guy right here is going to attack you.
I know, I'm fine with that. I'm talking about this big guy down here, because he's the one I hit with my spell.
Yep, he's still
And he
alive.
moved. He's still alive? Okay, cool.
He is still alive.
What did you bloody make that one out of?
All right, 12 versus AC. Does that hit you?
Does not hit.
Ooh.
14. I'm
Fantastic.
almost semi-sad that missed me, because I haven't had a chance to use my freaking, what is it? My hellish, rebuke. Because I need to get hit to use that stupid thing. But I've yet to be hit and remember to use the stupid thing. 'Cause I know I got hit like a few battles ago, but I totally spaced about it. I was just like, wait, I have that I've never once used because I've never once been hit. Okay, that's my random.
All right, so Dano, or the zombie went. Then it's this zombie. He's going to stand up and hit Puppers. That does not hit Pupper's AC. I know it doesn't because Puppers has more than a 7 to AC. So he stood up. That was his movement turn. And now it is going to be where's our next initiative? Sayuki's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot back one.
Okay.
And I currently have a lock. I don't.
You do not.
Target here.
Yep. Target is marked.
Okay, I'm go for swords.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yeesh. Definitely missed.
Threw my dice out the window.
You gave it a loaded dice, didn't you?
And next up is going to be Palf, who is going to attack the zombie that's sitting there. And he's going to hit. And he is going to hit for max damage. That zombie definitely felt it. And that zombie is definitely not getting up.
Yay.
And then he's gonna move over here. I'll have him. Yeah, he'll move over there. Like that. And next up is going to be, I think it's Dan Zool. Yep, Dan Zool is next.
Right, well, guy will just hit the dude in front of me.
Mm-hmm. With?
Not Hellish Rebuke.
What are you hitting with?
Eldritch Blast.
Just so you know, you take a disadvantage roll for being within 5 feet of somebody whenever you do a magic spell. The same goes for trying to shoot your bow and your arrow as well if you are standing next to them. So you get the 13, which still hits, just so you know. Oh, and technically, yeah, right now you actually, it canceled out, so the 14 is the one that we take. But, because you had you had advantage and disadvantage, which means that you have
Normal.
normal, basically. Alright, so next is going to be these guys down here. So we have these three. All of them are going to be attacking the cleric.
Dashed up again.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah, you.
Doing my job. Keep you guys alive.
Okay, and then we have is that all of them?
Got one more.
What was it? Zombie. Oh, okay. Yep. They all miss.
But what if they missed you guys?
All right, next up is going to be I think it's Alexander's next.
Clubs guy who looks cold.
Okay. You do hit. He's not dead yet.
Okay, seriously, what did you make that thing out of? That's taken 23 points of damage.
Here's the thing: when it comes to all of the monsters in this, they don't all have the same health, even if they look the same. I actually sit down and roll the health for the monsters.
I know. What the hell did you make that one out of?
Hey, he's corn-fed.
Taking 23 points of lousy damage. Like, come on.
Yep, that boy's corn-fed.
Dude, stronger than I am health-wise. Scary.
He's also a zombie, which means he moves very slowly, and he probably doesn't hit very hard. Alright, so next after that, it is going to be this guy here, and he's going to go after the warlock again, because he's standing directly in front of him. And he's going to hit this time.
Yeah, that one connects.
And now it triggers your Hellish Rebuke.
Yay.
What you wanted, isn't it? That's why you stood there.
Well, I mean, no matter which way I move, I'm kind of pretty well screwed.
You could have 5-foot shift.
Nope.
No, actually, even moving. Well, I guess last round he shifted towards me.
Other than I'm still like really close.
No, but he if he shifted towards you, he'd still got hit by that guy. Or
I
he...
mean, I still think I'm kind of in range of that
Yeah.
guy anyway when he blows up, but
Alright,
I didn't see much point to me moving.
go for it. Use your Hellish Rebuke if you do choose.
It's not on my turn.
It's an interrupt if I'm not
It's a
mistaken.
reaction.
Yeah, it is. It's technically a reaction, so you can use it immediately after you are hit.
Oh, didn't know that. Does that take up my next turn, or?
No, it's
No.
part of his turn.
Oh, you touching buttons.
Yep.
I was like, why is it jumping like really? Oh wait, it has this really touching stuff.
All right. So as the reaction, the roll for this is... Yeah, it's just your charisma modifier, and it's versus... I'm just gonna say that it's versus versus AC. So go ahead and roll it. D20 plus 5. If that's what you're choosing to use right now.
Sorry.
Are you choosing to use Hellish Rebuke?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll a D20 plus 5. You definitely hit. So that's 2d10 if I'm not mistaken, the Hellish Rebuke.
I'll just double check, but I think it was. Yeah, 2d10.
Yep, fire damage. Oh no, it's a dice. It's a DC 13 for the guy here. You still hit with it, so it doesn't matter. Okay, and that does 15 damage. The guy has to get a nat 20 in order to stand back up. We're rolling this right now, and you are a lucky duck. 1 point away.
You got that.
So, what does your Hellish Rebuke do to the zombie? Seeing how it's your reaction. Zombie comes up and he's like, hey, and he just kind of like throws his shoulder like, brah, and his arm kind of flies up and it smacks you across the face.
I turn my head back to him after getting smacked.
Mhm.
Eyes are lit with flame, and basically I'm like Palpatine from Star Wars Episode 3, and I'm just like hold my hands out to him, just screaming at him.
Mhm.
Screaming, just burn you, you know. Oh, not burn. So just like,
I'll let you use lightning instead of fire for your Hellish
I was gonna
Rebuke.
say- I was just gonna say instead of the lightning, just imagine like flames coming out. No, red lightning.
Mhm.
It's just red lightning arcing out of my fingers, just directly at the zombie. You know, I'm just like, destroying him in pure rage. Like, how dare this thing touch me? And it's just disintegrated beyond all recognition. You like a little pile of ash on the floor after I'm done.
Sounds good. That's amazing. All right, fantastic job. So after that, it is going to be Seiyuki's turn.
Okay.
Oh, also, Dano, you still have a move.
What? I thought
Nope.
it was a reaction from him attacking me.
Oh, no, you don't have a move. That's right.
Yeah, like, it wasn't my turn. So
Right.
I was like, wait, what?
Yep. Yep. You're right. You are correct. Thank you very much.
No, all good.
Okay. Do I have line of sight on that one?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Can I mark him?
Yes, you can. He is marked.
Okay.
Well, you definitely hit. It's a D6 plus 2, so that's 9. That there. Okay, sounds good. He's still alive.
I'm gonna also shift back to there.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up is going to be... After Seiyuki, I think it's Palf. It is. It's Palf's turn. And he's going to come down to this here, and he's going to yell at the... He's going to hold his turn until the warlock can get out of the way, and he says, "Flee before this giant bag explodes." So, Dano, you have the ability to do your turn before his this round because he's waiting for you to get out of the way, basically.
Okay. Is that my turn now, or?
Yes, it is your turn now.
Alright, well, since he's telling me to run, I will go. Oops. That. 1, 2. And I'll go.
And go ahead and do your attack.
And I will attack. So probably try and pop up alone, even though it's going to cause you guys some trouble. Alright. We'll go for the bad boy.
All right, go for it. It kind of fizzles out on its way to hitting the. You go to do the Eldritch Blast, and you think you're doing that. What is it? Hellish Rebuke one more time. Your fingers go out, and a little spit of fire comes out of it. Little poot.
Sorry guys,
Oh.
I still haven't gotten going all crazy on the previous guy.
All right, so Palf is gonna take, and their buddy here is gonna take a swing at the big guy. Cleric, you got this, right?
Guess so.
Hold on to your butts. Yep. And he is going to roll his damage, which is going to be 2d6 plus 3. And roll another 6. All right. Well, the balloon pops. So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. That guy, and let me know what the score is, or just roll the score out real quick. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah! Alright, you take 5 poison damage.
I've got the 8s. Sure, am I doing the right way? Put the damage on the green one or the red one?
Green one. And this is not melee damage.
Still counts as damage, though, right?
Yeah. I can't remember if the feat only works against melee damage or not.
Well, it says it nullifies all damage unless it's magical.
Well, it's poison
So,
damage.
So I guess that would nullify 3 of it?
I'm going to say that the poison there is not going to be. It's going to be technically magical.
Works for me.
And he is out. And next it is going to be Dan Zool's, or Dan Zool had his turn already. So it is going to be, it's going to be, what's going on?
No, I was just saying with you. Like, yeah, I had my turn.
Yep. Alright, so it's going to be baddies here. This guy is going to shift up here to attack the paladin. Kobold here. The other two are going to attack the cleric. Okay, that one is for the paladin. This one is for the cleric. And this one is for the cleric as well. And next up is going to be the cleric. Alexander, you're up.
Shift. Not.
Go for it.
9 damage.
Okay. All right. Next up after that is going to be, I think it's Seiyuki. Seiyuki, yes, Seiyuki, you're next.
Okay.
You can still see your mark. You have line of sight.
And the boom is dead, so that's the main thing I was worried about. Okay.
You do hit. That does. All right, he is not feeling too hot. He's wobbling. He stands back up.
Oh. Okay.
Next up is going to be... You did do a lot of damage to him, though.
Oh, that's alright.
Next up is going to be Palf. Buddy, he's going to take and go after guy directly in front of him because he has advantage on it. Definitely hits. And he is going to roll his damage for that. And this guy's not feeling too hot either. He dies. And then Palf shifts into this square here. And then next up is Dan Zool.
Okay. I will take aim at that guy there.
Which guy?
That one.
The kobold, zombie kobold.
Kobold. Yeah, zombie cobalt, dude.
Go for it. You do miss.
My luck seems to be on a bit of a yo-yo streak.
Damn, they're on dexterity.
And then it is going to be the baddies, and they're both going to go after the paladin. They're both going to miss the paladin. Alexander, you're up. Okay. Awesome. Do 11 damage.
I'm actually surprised I was aiming for your gut. Your head. Again,
All right.
you're really this time. And
Sayuki, you're up.
Okay. Still got my mark by the looks of it, which is good. Pew.
Pew to the wall and.
got little Nerf guns, which I enjoy shooting.
Oh, actually, no, that does hit. Never mind. My bad.
I was gonna say, like, I got the weak one, right?
Yeah, you got the weak one. That one. All right. So, guy's not feeling too hot. He's teetering back and forth, and he stands back up.
Oh, come on. And then during my turn, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna put my wolf.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up is going to be... I think it's Palf, and he's going to go against the one that he has advantage with. And he gets his bonus with his greatsword. And he hits with the first one. And there we go. And he gets to roll that d6 one more time. 8, that's 13. That guy's not feeling too hot now. He dies. He's dead. Next up is going to be Dan Zool.
Okay, I will go. If I go 1, 2, 3. I go here.
Yep.
Oh, I still have line of sight there, yep.
Definitely. Either one you have line of sight.
I'll go there. Next to the pepper. And with an Eldritch Blast as well.
And you do hit.
Oh, yay. I am happy my numbers like steadily going up and not like down.
Ooh, awesome. Let's see how our guy here does, if he wants to stay down or not. He stays down. As a bonus reaction, you can pet the good boy.
Yay. Lucky Doggo is lucky.
Combat has ended.
He does. They go straight for the room. Where's the chests?
Show me your secrets.
Show me the secrets.
Hey,
Do
hey,
do do do
hey,
do do do.
Lester,
I'll take that.
Okay. Sound.
I'll take this.
And we'll put that there. Okay.
You go.
And yoink.
I distracted him with the ring. Treasure's mine. No, away from me, cat. You're an asshole.
There we go. And then for those of you that are watching right now, there's a tattered note that they received as well that is inside the chest. You guys able to see it now?
Which number is this?
Sorry, 95. There's a tattered note that said, he came with an army slowly moving. When we thought we had overcome, they would just rise again and attack. Even our fallen brothers rose up against us. Hit them hard. Hit them many times to keep them from rising. They can't stand the light. Why did we not have light attacks? Rifner Truegood, Battle Mage Corporal.
What you get for being a mage?
It's a battle mage.
4 CB bolts.
Crossbow bolts.
Okay. Fortune healing, huh?
Yep.
Oh, snipe.
All right. Now, where would everybody like to move? We have I think you have one hallway left.
Yeah, it's like over the other side.
I think I'm full.
All right. I think Palf might also need a potion of healing. He could probably use one as well.
For it.
What do you want to roll for it?
Sure. I'm not giving it my extra bonus, though, am I?
Yeah, you are. You're the healer. You can
Oh.
use your extra bone.
Feed it to him, then that's cool.
Okay. That puts him
Of
over.
course.
But no, but that puts him over the top still.
That's good. Yep, so yes, we go to the last four. No. Which is the magic one. I think that's here, right?
Well,
So
if over here in this area there is still guys here where you
yeah, let's go that way.
Sounds good. We did make a real mess of this place, though.
Yeah. Somebody will be glad to clean it up.
okay. Oh god.
They'll send through a zomboni.
That was bad.
Screw you guys, I thought it was funny.
Is Puppers coming too? Puppers is here?
Poppers is coming.
All right. We can you got a chance to redeem yourself here, Sayuki. Assist people with the stealth check.
Does the cleric want to do it?
No. Cleric is not trained.
Oh.
Well, it's not in his job description, and he doesn't have the dex.
But sometimes magic happens.
Sometimes magic happens.
Watch me roll a 1. What the?
You rolled a 1. How could you?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
That's a one, alright, geez.
That is definitely a 1. You guys can move, get as close as you want, and you guys get a surprise attack on them because of Sayuki's guidance.
Anywhere we want.
Anywhere you want.
Gonna
Rolled a
stand
1.
next to this guy. I'll be in the corner, actually. That's how sneaky I am.
Okay,
Just
anywhere
walk right
anywhere
past
you want within reason.
No, you
There-
said. I just stumbled past him. There's He's like, ah, he's one of us.
These are the slow reacting zombies.
That's
All right, and everyone gets one attack on them, and then we will roll initiative after that.
Am I allowed to have my mark prior to?
Yep.
Okay. Guy in front of me, please.
Yep. All right, now I'll let you guys choose who goes first. I will say that Buddy gets the best bonus. If we're talking tactically, Buddy gets the best bonus because he's got 4 people next to him, which means he gets a +6 added on top of his +3 whenever he does damage.
I mean, by all means.
Okay, go ahead. We have what is it? Alexander, I'm assuming you're hitting the guy in front of you here, which you have advantage on. You attack him with 10 damage,
pet her.
and you kill him.
Now he has a +6 instead of, or whatever.
He has a +7. And then he's going to make his attack on this guy here.
I want you, but I'm afraid it'll kill her. You'll have to do.
And you get his D20. Or I should just pull up his sheet here. Roll his great sword. He definitely hits.
Sandwich.
He gets a 2d6 +7 against the guy. Gets to re-roll that too. And do 13 damage. Alright, now it's between Seiyuki and Dano. Who would like to go first?
Alright.
And then, oh, Palf's guy here, he's going to shift 1.
I'll hit that guy there.
Go for it. Again, your fiery fingers, you still get a little splurt of fire that just shoots out, and it comes out of all your fingernails. So it's just like this little. You're like, ooh, that's hot.
So, is that one of those like fire starter papers magicians use?
Yes.
I was gonna say he got a little bit excited coming early.
Work out to it, buddy.
The other thing I was going to say is that you conjure up your Eldritch Blast, you're holding it, and right as you're about to go, ha, and shoot it, you let out a nasty fart. Puppers does not know what to feel.
Puppers in shock.
Feels at least the breeze. Puppers might need to move back 10 feet. Actually, puppers might have been moved back 10 feet against his will.
All right, Seiyuki, you're up.
Alright, I'm swinging a sword.
And it's a swing and a miss. And a miss. It's a...
Busy giggling.
You just turn around while swinging.
All right, so everyone has had a turn then? Let's roll initiative.
Hope you roll a 3 this time.
I keep rolling 14. This is the third time in a row.
Not bad.
Actually, the third time in a row.
Did it, guys.
We're so embarrassed now. He wants to go first.
Dano, you go first.
apparently I was thrown off by the fart as well.
How?
Just for that, I'm going for Yuki's marked target.
How?
It's a perception check. I screwed up. I rolled perception.
Oh, okay.
It's initiative 1.
Woo! Now that is a cleric initiative right there.
I too was blown away by the sudden noise.
The reason why you are going last is because you're laughing so hard from the gas that was passed that scared the dog.
Probably. He tries to blame it on the dog ran away.
Oh, and I got to roll for Buddy here.
Unfortunately, Amanda couldn't take me all the way here, so I got to walk from the gas station last night. Which wasn't far, but when it's like, 10 degrees out and the wind's blowing at like 30 miles an hour.
All right, so Danzul, you are up, man. Go murder something.
Actually,
I'm gonna do the rest
for
of
you
my
guys
party.
right now, is it really summertime?
Yeah, I think it's summertime for you guys, isn't it?
Main sash.
Yeah.
Yeah, midsummer. Or roundish summertime. It's hot.
What do you mean?
I don't give it. It's just hot. That's all I really notice.
It's
Well,
gonna be
it's,
42 degrees tomorrow. I'm gonna die.
14 degrees outside right now. And
Yeah.
there's like 4 inches of snow and like an inch of ice.
All right.
Well,
Well,
Trade?
it's 14 Fahrenheit.
Like, let's put it this way. It's 10:15 at night, and my phone is saying it's 28 degrees right now.
Okay, so you're talking Celsius. That's
Celsius, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm talking
Fair-
Fahrenheit. So
Fair-
essentially, we're
Fahrenheit?
gonna say -6 Celsius,
It's like it's
Well,
around.
I'd say so, yeah.
83 degrees Fahrenheit.
-7 Celsius.
Yeah, it's about -7.
Sucks. It
I
sucks.
want to
I'll
say
put it
negative.
and I will go for that one again. To the
Yep.
left of Pal.
Go for it.
-10 degrees
You
Celsius.
hit.
Okay. So it's -10 degrees.
And
So,
you knock him dead.
Yeah, there's that.
Fantastic. Next up is going to be...
So you guys still want to trade?
Well, you know. I much prefer colder weather. Granted, I've never been into anything in the minus, being living in Australia for the whole time, but
Yeah.
I'd still
You just
prefer
don't
colder
consider
weather.
yourself.
Same
So I
here.
prefer colder weather too, but there's a damn point where it's got to stop.
Yeah, I can imagine, but again, my whole philosophy is it's easier to warm up than cool down.
See, about 10 degrees is where I need pants and a jacket, because normally I run around in and I don't have any pants or a jacket. So, yeah. Not a problem, guys.
All right, Seiyuki, you are up.
Okay. Let's try this sword swing thing again, because really.
Go ahead and go. Palf was supposed to go before you, but go ahead.
No, I don't mind.
Right, I will do that. He's gonna hit the guy behind him with the shield. So he is gonna go for his great sword. That's my bad. I should be more on top of this. And he misses that guy, so go ahead and go.
Wait, why is he swinging at me?
Who's swinging at you?
Because
You said that guy,
said
right?
this is that guy.
Oh,
Nope. What's the Josh?
he's swinging at the guy behind behind him with the green shield.
Sure,
But
I'd do more than
Seiyuki,
that.
you're up.
Okay.
Just giving you shit.
Lord, attack. Dang it. Wait.
Wait a second. Hold the phone. Both hit.
Oh, okay. So
Can you guess what his AC is?
How enjoyable dry stuff. I'm just gonna leave that there till I'm stuck.
And then one more D6 on top of that.
She's like, hungry, I'm not hungry.
Right, but when she gets the wet stuff mixed in, she eats it, so she vomits. It's pretty sad.
He is dead.
why?
Just slow down.
I
Yeah,
have
like,
managed to recompose myself after my
someone
giggle
got
fit.
her, pet her ear, pet her ear, pet her ear, and then she just like jumped up and claws me, sliced my hand open and ran off. I was like, what the hell was that?
Alright, now this guy here, he is going to attack Palf. And he is going to hit
Didn't get my text, did you?
for 3 damage. Alright, next up is going to be...
Watched last weekend in Austin, but I haven't seen the first two, so watch the other two first.
Alexander, you're up.
I didn't know I could split.
Yeah.
Didn't know I could split.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Alright, you did, what is it? You got a crit there.
So 13 damage.
Okay, and you got that there. Plus, what die was that there? Okay, so,
D8.
yep.
That's 2d8 plus 3 is 13.
Yeah, I know. You're fighting a skeleton, so I'm mathing right now.
Oh, sorry.
There we go. You definitely. Do you want to tell us what happened when you crit?
Yeah, hit him in the top of the head, and his head went out his ass.
But he's still alive.
Well, sucks for him.
All right. Well, you're the.
I shall call him Shitty.
Yep. The skeleton gets his head knocked through his body and is now sticking out of where his butthole would be, and he's staring at you that way, upside down.
No. It pops out of his head, and he just kind of looks. Then he flips around. He's doing a handstand, and he's got his and yeah, so he's like gonna hit you with his feet now instead.
That works perfectly. I like that. We are going to use it, and that is what happens.
What did I miss real quick? Sorry.
Dano, go ahead and
he's
say
got
it.
his head and it's sticking out his butt now. The skeleton just looks for a minute, and then just like does like full like, flip, and just so he's standing on his hands now, and he's like staring at you again. Normally he's gonna like whack you with his feet.
Dude, I've seen that in Kingdom Hearts. That's exactly what happens in Kingdom Hearts. Like the same guy second time, except he flips himself over.
All right, so we are at beginning of combat again. Danzul, you are up. Oh, did I?
We'll go for that guy there.
Okay.
I can also keep you going with that, but it's a question call.
Go for it.
Shit.
You do hit.
Yeah, I would probably wait.
Hits. 99.
9. Was that for the little skeleton or the big skeleton? Little guy? He crumples.
The one that's doing a handstand.
Additional feet along.
Yeah, the one that's doing a handstand, he crumples into nothingness, and you gain 6 temporary hit points.
I think you have 12. Now that I think about it, as well. I got 12.
Who just? Oh yeah, and you killed that guy too.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that means you got 12.
I think it is. But
Which would work out the same.
right now. Oh, I forgot to roll the
If,
the charge on
dodge
my-
this
All right, I'll
wall,
let you roll it right now, but you
see,
need
like,
to
I
you
don't
need to
think
do
it
that
understands how, like,
before.
power list is. Like, yeah, you can move health around.
Hey, that guy, can you put on push to talk?
Oh, I'm so sorry. One second.
I can wait till after this because I'm not really going to use this.
Okay.
Combat phase anyway. So I'll wait
Sounds
till after we're done. with this combat.
not a problem. So next up after that, I think is Palf. He's got the 17 there. He's going to attack Tall, Dark, and Fugly. And miss horribly. And then it's going to be Seiyuki's turn.
Okay. You got one guy left, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
And-
I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
What was and?
Oh, I was going to try and move him over here, but you'd have to take an attack of opportunity to get an advantage.
That's
Attack
alright,
on him.
I'm just gonna shimmy shimmy. I'm gonna go stabby stabby
Okay,
with a knife.
go for it.
Shring.
And one hits. And it's the one that just does d6. And then you had. So you do 1 damage.
Let's see.
All right. Next up is going to be Alexander. Your mic is off, just so you know. And he does miss.
I know.
Okay, cool. And then this guy is going to swing. And it'll be Danzul's turn. He is going to swing at the paladin again. Miss horribly. Danzul, you are up.
Nice.
It does hit.
Seven.
All right. And then it's going to be Palf's turn. He's going to shift into this location here. He is going to do his attack with his great sword. And he does hit. And he gets 2d6 plus 3 damage on the guy. For 12. And he crumples to nothing. Alright, so...
And I help.
I will open this area up. And we have another door here.
Well, find me in the Alps.
The arcane symbol looks similar to the one that was that you saw in the other hallway. And for those of you that are looking at this right now, we're talking about this one down here.
So here's my theory. Obviously, they're gonna both lead to the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Are we able
Or
to?
will they?
Well, this is a sad day because we can be like, let's like flank them, but I think we probably need the magic guy to do the magic thing to open the magic door. So I.
Do you ring toss?
God.
Do I need to do anything in particular, like?
Run an Arcana check. Go ahead and run an Arcana check on it. So you put the rings down, and you put them in the circle, and it does lift the spell. Nothing bad happens.
That you know.
Okay, so now the runes or whatever that's written in the ground there, they have the runes are still there, but the aura around them has been taken out entirely.
Yep.
Alright, Ranger Dex person, now's your chance to shine with the door open again.
The door is unlocked.
Open that door stealthily and all that fun stuff.
Go for it.
I don't think she's here.
Sash?
What am I doing again?
Stealthing? Trying to get that
Okay.
trying to get that nat 20 one more time?
Okay, you realize it's not gonna work, right?
Ooh. That's still really good. So you will get one movement into the room. As the door opens, there's going to be a little exposition before any combat starts. Do 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 do.
Hey.
So, as you guys open the door to the room here, even though this pillar is blocking you, you can get a general idea of what is going on here. This guy here is the same guy that you guys met before in the other room. He is conjuring up a spell of some kind. Over here are bodies of, what is it? Just kind of bones and whatnot. Here are some corpses that include some kobolds and other things. And inside this are also a bunch of humans as well. On the wall here you have 3 guys that are chained to the wall. Alright? They look frightened and scared as an incantation as the wizard here begins an incantation.
Do we get only a single move, right?
Yeah. You
What
guys,
is this thing?
it's an altar.
Okay.
Consider it
Here's my.
rough
Right.
terrain.
Okay.
So here's my question.
Okay.
Am I badass enough that I can shoot the chains and get them off the wall?
I will allow you to do it, but instead of doing an attack roll, you have to make a dex roll.
I'm very confident in those decks.
Right. Oh, actually, I think you're trained in sleight of hand. I will let you use sleight of hand instead.
I'm not trained. I have
Yeah.
decks in sleight of hand, but I'm not trained. It's not picked.
All right, I will let you use sleight of hand, which I think is the same as your dex.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna.
Are you
I'll let everyone
you're
read
supposed to be
through.
trained in sleight of hand.
Am I only have 4 ticks. I don't know if I'm supposed to have more than that.
Hold on a second. I'm going to send you a message in Discord real quick.
So in that regards, when I'm rolling,
It's a 5. So you would roll it like you wouldn't attack, except for you wouldn't do any damage.
okay. So, is there any way to put it on my character sheet so that I can still hit the sleight of hand, but it would?
Oh, yeah. So what you need to do is over here next to sleight of hand, you just tick it, and then you just click on sleight of hand, and then it'll do the +5 for you there.
Okay. In which case, does everyone want to shift to their positions in the room, and I'll start making some fancy shots?
Sure.
All right. Everybody go ahead and move in. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. All right. The wizard stops his incantation. And he looks at you. I told you to leave. I will bring them back at any cost. Why did you persist?
You being an ass and stealing people.
Hang on a minute, I'm interested to hear this story. What do you mean bring them back? Like, are we talking about making an army here? Or is there, like, some evil in there? Or are you, like, literally just trying to bring your wife back from the dead because you miss her?
Dano, roll an inspection check. Or not inspection, investigation check.
His wife's in the pile.
You look at the wizard, and you're looking up near his like lapel, and near his lapel there is a small crest, and you see that it is the same guild that you guys are from.
Who knows this guy's name? I have no idea.
It's like
Look at me. We've been in the guild for what, 2 days?
What's even the guild name that we're in?
I don't even know.
he said, and
Seriously, what's
he
the guild name?
yeah, and he turns to you and said, they died. There was no way for me to bring them back. I survived. They died. I will bring them back. You notice
Like we got a
also
serious
with
case
the,
of the let it go.
with that investigation check, you also notice that there are 3 human corpses in that pile among a whole bunch of kobold corpses as well. The wizard turns to you and says, "Last chance. Leave. Now."
I feel like we should be talking him down or something. Like, you know how they do it in those crazy TV shows where they're like, heartfelt and shit? And
This also could be a case of the guy's just a crazy maniac that thinks he's right and has this added god complex. They won't listen to anything we say.
Well, if you guys have you're under arrest. Go. Can you move your character back, please? So, what would you guys? And then he says to you, "Fine, have it your way." And then
Burger King?
don't.
wait, where? What? Where?
From the piles of corpses. Dude, like neck cramps.
Oh, there. Okay, I couldn't see them because it was bones and just more bones, and I was like, oh.
Okay, hold on. Let me just switch some of these around real quick here. Oh,
Not that much.
Well, yeah.
maybe just a little too far there.
Maybe.
Oh.
I'm on another plane of existence.
What?
Why can't I?
It's lovely here.
Hold on just a second.
Yeah, Not breaking the
Cool thing is, I
game.
think if you hit Control Z, like in like Microsoft document, it'll undo what you did.
There we go. Got it.
Got it.
There we go. All good. I did a thing.
Yeah.
Yay.
A thing.
And now that means I need to switch this back. Aha! I did a thing again.
Proud of you.
Learning.
All right, roll initiative.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's a hell of an initiative.
Oh,
Yeah.
yep. That is one, yep, definitely one hell of an initiative.
I think he's got more initiative on than the rest of us.
That's just for one of these guys. Go ahead and roll another inspection check or investigation check real quick, Dano.
Yeah.
You see nothing. Your investigation check comes up with nothing. All right. So, Seiyuki, you go first.
Okay. I've got this little. I'm watching too much anime lately. I've got this little thing in my head where I'm like pulling the whole the grimacing pose with the fist up to my face and going, I cannot allow the laws of nature to be used in such a way. Abusing the death of life is just it's wrong. And then I pull my bow out and I'm gonna do that whole sleight of hand thing.
Yep, go for it.
I'm gonna try and get this guy off the wall.
You knock one of his chains off.
Okay, and now I'm going for that anime shock face, like,
See,
You're not going to
Expecting that to be a little more impressive.
He has 12.
yep. He has two chains on his hands, which are above his head, and one of your arrows goes through and knocks off one of the chains. He is still attached by one chain.
I was expecting that to be more epic.
He turns to you and says, "Help me! I will help you fight. My father, he is the head knight of the guard."
Oh, you're the guy we're looking for. Guys, find the key. I'm shit at this shooting thing.
I just like face palm, like I just
Fine.
you just hear me like
Mission objective sided.
Oh.
God, look, I'm really sorry about her. She's like a 4-year-old on a coffee rush.
Hello.
All right, so we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy here is coming to attack you. And he...
Dang it.
hits you for 3 damage. Now, this guy comes up here, and he is going to attack the guy here.
Ah, honey.
Yep.
Oi, you stupid necro person! Thought you needed those guys.
He misses.
Skeletons suck.
Next
Yeah,
up,
the guy who's chained on a wall.
next up is Necro Guy. And Necro Guy, he casts a Chilling Touch. Or Chill Touch, that's what it is. Not Chilling Touch, Chill Touch. Tried to make it cooler and it was. And he targets... what is it? Let me roll a d4 here because he could hit anybody. And my d4 tells me that he hits the paladin. Or tries to hit the paladin.
That game is gonna be me because I'm just like yelling at him.
And here we go. He misses the paladin. Next up is going to be one of these guys. And this one is going to attack this guy here. He's saying, "Help! Help me! Help me!" And the kobold does attack him. Or does hit him. Sorry. For 2 damage. Please, somebody help me! And then next up is going to be who got the I think it's what is it? The paladin. And the paladin is going to attack this guy here. I'm going to try and run through this as quick as possible. He does hit. And he dies. The zombie dies immediately.
He really isn't using materials.
Alright, next up is going to be, I think, Danzul.
Okay. One, two, and which one I could fit. I'll go for the skeleton boy over there.
Okay, go for it. You hit. And he dies. I'll let you roll an investigation check on your turn as a bonus.
Okay. I mean, I didn't roll damage for that. It was just a
Right.
hit. Okay. And there it is.
You notice that he is hurriedly trying to cast a necromancy spell, and these guys look super weak. Like they're shoddily put together, like someone is extremely hurried trying to put this together. Next is going to be Seiyuki, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Nope. Seiyuki
Okay.
already went. No, Seiyuki already went. It's going to be Alexander. And then it'll be Seiyuki's turn.
So him or
Well, the constructs are weakly put together, so maybe if you and the paladin go for the mage guy, and I'll just keep blasting the constructs at a distance.
Okay. You do 7 damage.
nice teeth. I know.
Got a dent in the point with my hammer!
All right. Next up is going to be Seiyuki.
Alright, so. Shoot. I was gonna try and be clever with Pop, but I can't.
Why not?
Because you won't get all the way around the pillar.
But if Puppers is next to you, Puppers does get Puppers gets advantage.
True. In which case. Rough. So 1d20 plus 4.
And you get to roll it. Yeah, it's 2 rolls.
2 rolls?
Yeah, because he has advantage.
Ah.
Puppers is smart Puppers.
I get the first one.
So Puppers comes running to you, and he runs up, and he's really, really excited because he sees bones, and he topples over the skeleton, which crumbles, and he picks up a bone. He looks at you, and he wags his tail.
Good boy.
And that guy there is dead. All right, next up is
Wait.
going to be...
Damage?
Pardon?
Can I do damage?
Yeah.
With
The
the
skeletons are poorly put together.
Oh,
They
I
don't require any real effort beyond the hit.
Oh. Okay. I was
Oh.
like, but I didn't do my damage.
That's what
roll.
when I was on my turn when he let me roll an investigation. I realized that they're actually really shabbily put together.
Well, he did kind of throw them in together in like haste, so I don't blame him.
All right, next up is going to be baddies. So this guy over here is going to attack the same guy here. And he is going to hit again. The guy reels in pain, says, "Please, someone help me."
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it. Gee.
As a reaction, the necromancer casts a small spell around you. It's a persisting spell. And let me move this back again a little bit more here. Sorry, I need to move some of these guys up here. All right. And now it is the wizard's turn, and he's going to attack the cleric, and he has advantage because he's using a spell that gives him advantage. So when you see the wizard as the cleric gets close to him, he says "back," and he pulls out a dagger, and you see the dagger get electrically charged as he goes to thrust it at the cleric, and it misses the cleric.
So cleric breaks down and goes, can't touch this. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
All right, so next up is going to be the paladin. And the paladin is going to move. He can't get over to the other side there. He's going to move up on top of the altar and swing down at the skeleton, one of the skeletons below. He's going to try and take out this one here, or take out this one right here. And he rolls, and he misses. Next up is going to be Danzul.
Nice. I will go for the guy at the back there that's being downright rude.
Yep. You miss. All right, and now it's going to be the baddies that awakened, and they're going to attack. This guy is going to come over here, and then this guy over here, he's going to attack the other guy. And he is going to hit. And he's like, no! And he looks like he's about to pass out. And as a reaction, the wizard turns. And he looks at him and he's like, I need you. I need your help now. And then the wizard turns, his fist curls, and he drains the life force out of the guy there. And he does... You see the life force like this... To try and not make it sound like a video game, but you see the light essences come out of the guy's body, and you see him become a husk as all of that energy transfers directly into the wizard.
Okay, can we stop hitting the wizard until we get rid of the sacrifices?
Okay.
Just say.
How about the bloody key on him?
And now you see his eyes turn green, a bright green. All right, one of the skeletons is going to attack the cleric. It has advantage. Did I roll twice or just once? I did roll twice. Okay, it misses. And then it is going to be the other skeleton who is going to attack Paladin and miss. And now this guy here is dead. Next is going to be Seiyuki's turn.
Okay. So if I move, I can move myself and the dog at the same time, can't I? I just can't attack both.
Right.
Alright, so if I go... run over this way,
Mm-hmm.
and Pupper's gonna come with me there,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd like to take a shot at that kobold really quickly.
Yep. You do hit, and it dies.
Sweet.
I'm gonna let Dano roll an inspection check. Or investigation, sorry, my bad. All right. Check Discord. Dano. Where? Oh, there you are. Okay. Did you get the message, Dano?
I did.
Okay. And next up is going to be I think baddies. All right. So the wizard is going to take his stab again.
So
Oh, sorry, I
Did
didn't
I
let
attack
you
my
go.
turn?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I got you. Let you attack your turn. That's my bad. Go for it. Juice. Are you attacking the wizard guy? I take it.
Oh yeah. 12.
Oh.
Still solid.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely a solid hit. He definitely felt that one. All right, now it's the baddie's turn.
Yes.
And we'll go the skeleton versus the paladin first. And he hits the paladin. Paladin takes damage. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. He's not that strong. And then now the other one's going to attack the cleric. He has advantage. Okay, first set of damage is going to be 3, second is 6.
Both of those are on me, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll let you roll a d20, and if you get higher than 10, it will be a 3. If you get lower than 10, it'll be a 6. How does that sound for fair?
I'm confused. What do you mean?
Well, they both got a 22 versus AC.
Okay.
So because it's an advantage roll, it's a what is it? I have to choose the higher of the two. So seeing how it's the same number.
I already marked off 3 damage. I'm not even worried about it.
You already marked off 3 damage?
Yeah, I already took 3 damage.
No, I was going to let you roll a d20, and if the d20 is above 20, then you get, what is it, above 10, then you get, so you don't take any damage.
Cool. I was just going to give it to you, but that's fine.
No,
I'll take no damage.
I am a merciful god. I like I like to make sure that we're playing fair. I don't want to purposely screw people over.
I utilized my character to survive, so meh.
All right, so now we're starting over again. Seiyuki already took her turn, right?
I think I interrupted before she got to, so it's her turn now.
Okay, go ahead then. Seiyuki,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at Sayaki and be like, you should probably try using split shot to take out multiple lads at once. If you hit them, they die very easily.
Well, I mean, I kind of figured that when my puppy pounced on it and it fell dead, but...
Just making sure.
I mean, I was kind of prioritizing the guy who said he was going to help us fight if we let him out. Maybe.
Do I see any weapons lying around with any of my investigating checks?
Any weapons? There are weapons in the bone pile.
Okay. So I feel like, what's he gonna do? Pick up a bone off a skeleton and beat him to death with it? Just a recommendation. A suggestion, I should say. Do whatever you want. Just make sure they don't die.
But that was... I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm getting that little kitty grumpy face and just kind of stomping over to the guy.
Okay.
Like, okay. I need to get you out of these chains. Obviously, my crazy shot didn't work. What else can I use?
Yeah. I'm going to assume you have something on you to help try and pick the lock, and I'll let you run a dexterity check on that.
I have a crowbar?
That'll work.
You have a crowbar?
Apparently. I don't know where that came from.
You're gonna have to make a strength check.
Ugh. That might not be a good idea. I didn't... That's about all I can see for block picking, unless I try and slice the chains off with my dual sword attack.
Go for it.
Okay. Ay, jeez, that's no. Probably gonna cut the guy's hand off.
Hold on a second. He's safe. Hey, you come over, you're like, all right, I need you to duck down just a little bit. Your swords come over, and they literally cut off part of the hair on top of his head as they come to hit the thing. You turn to him and say, a little lower next time.
And then my dog's just kind of sitting here with his bone in his mouth. He's looking at me like, "What are you doing?"
He's still wagging his tail. He's got a bone.
Yeah, he's happy. He's just kind of giving me that look like, "What are you doing?"
Okay, so next is going to be the wizard guy. He's going to attack the cleric. And the lightning damage is magical. That guy, you still there? That guy. That guy. Hold on, I'm going to see if he's around real quick here. You still there, man?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So damage is put up there. The 1 is magical.
Okay. So 3.
Yep. All right. So next it is going to be the paladin, and then it is going to be Danzul. The paladin decides to use an action, and he is going to use Turn Undead. He's using his Channel Divinity here. And they have to make a Wisdom saving throw. They are not the wisest of creatures. What? Not 12s. 20s. That's what I wanted. We're not going to use the 12s. Here we go. One of them does save, and it is the kobold. These two begin to back away, or they're going to on their turn. It is now Danzul's turn.
And gonna take a shot at the.
Okay. You hit. Awesome. And then it's going to be Alexander's turn.
Let's try to hit him again.
Okay, go for it. Oof. Get that extra D8. Oof.
There's another 16.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to kill or do you want to incapacitate?
What do you guys guys think?
Well, he is from the same guild as us.
Yeah, I guess we'll take him for questioning.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to know reasons.
He is knocked out. The thing disappears. Do you want to tell us what happened? What you did with your last strike, basically? And
I don't
these
know how you could subdually hit somebody with a warhammer, so
how you can what?
how you would subdually hit somebody with a warhammer. So.
Well, we'll just say that you could do it where you just you used your warhammer to get him in place, and you bashed him in the head with your shield, and it knocked him unconscious.
Sounds fine.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it's the warhammer that hit him. The warhammer is the weapon you used. Like, you could technically be doing damage with your shield.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, combat has ended.
Did the zombies and stuff like that stop crawling out, didn't they?
Yeah, they all dissipated.
Cool. And they end up killing off one of the people on the wall?
Yep.
Sucks.
This guy over here, he runs over. He's going to make an athletic check to rip those chains off the wall. Anybody else with strength want to do that?
Athletics check?
Athletics. Oh, he misses. He goes to
Maybe
yank.
Athletics or just strength?
It's athletics. The chains are still stuck to the wall. Someone want to try and cut them?
Sorry, I used all my strength for knocking you unconscious.
What kind of skills does everyone have? Let's take a look at your skill sets.
Not athletics.
The only ones that know, I guess, my honor, navigation, nature, and I was just gonna see if the guy's got anything on him, like a key or something.
Like a key? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we'll
Search him.
turn the guy
You
over.
you do find a key.
Cool. We'll shackle his ass up instead.
Okay.
Well, if we shackle him up, how are we gonna like take him back down the guild? Like,
We'll use the chains that were knocked off and then shackle him or whatever, tie him up. See him cast spells when he's got like 20 pounds of chains on him.
just keep him unconscious till we get back.
Well, while we're here,
I'm gonna go check that door. All
might
right.
as well.
Do.
Why?
Click.
Sweet. I forgot the perception. Oh well.
Make a dexterity check.
No. I'll take the damage full on because I'm a mad. Check. There it is.
And you save. You don't take any damage. There.
Ah!
Ha. Yes. Indubitably. There's a pitfall trap directly below you.
Stand right here then. Psych.
Teach you for getting tunnel vision on treasure.
Here, you're looking at this. You're looking at the treasure, and you say "mine." And as you're walking into the room, you realize that there is a false floor. And as you go to step on the false floor, your foot is about to go through it, and you catch yourself before falling onto some spikes that are below. And
still get the treasure.
and you still get the treasure. And then this one here, let me find that chest. There you go, and it should say main chest.
Payday.
All right.
There was only 3 potions of healing in there, guys. That's unfortunate.
All right, so you guys have completed the extraction, and you're heading back to the guild, and the guild the guild marm behind there tells you we've had a few more jobs come posted. Two of which, one of which you can choose. Which one would you basically? Which one would you like to do first? We have one that that would require you to go to the sewers, and another one that would require you to hunt a beast. Or hunt
Get 5 minutes breather.
hunt beasts.
Monster Hunter, huh?
I think I'd be more inclined to go after the bases way through. Just saying.
Give you what?
No. The sewers are an extensive pass of tunnels. Depending on which one you choose, I will give you the exposition for the story when we start the next round.
So we'll decide at the beginning of next time. What do you want to decide now?
Basically, right
was
now
gonna
you
s-
have a 2 quest option, but you can only do
was gonna
one.
say, would it not be wise to wait until we have a group of more people than just the 3 of us to be picking what the next actual?
That's what I was saying. Is like next
Yeah,
next time when we have like 4 or 5 people, we can decide before we start.
Okay, sounds good. We will do that then.
And you can start your stream with that.
It sounds good. And that's going to be all for today. This has come to an end here, and we are going to find somebody to raid. And we are going to raid Rob, who's playing some Minecraft. And all right. And we will be back next week on Saturday for a new D&D round. Felice will not be joining us, though. And we will be choosing our next quest. So take care, and we'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye. All right, stream has